Hey everyone, so I get a pretty long question from Aruha, so I'm just going to quickly summarize what she's asking. First of all, she has been trying out on Twitter, focusing on building a personal brand because she also wants to build up her freelance business and get clients. But she has been trying to focus on engaging with people, but like no real outcome has been shown. So she's wondering what she can do better. And the other part of her question is like, if building the freelance business in public would actually contradict with her thought leadership in content writing, maybe that's bad for attracting, leads or clients. So let's answer her now. Okay. Boom. All right. So let's answer the first question. Usually when a lot of people get on Twitter, we focus so much on creating content, and then we think that people are just magically showing up to request our service. I think that's not true. I mean, some people will, but it's not as straightforward as that. I think when you're engaging with people, something I learned recently as I, struggle through this as well, is that we need to trigger that thought in people's mind that, hey, I need help in content writing and maybe you are the great person to help me with this. So for Aruha, for you, if you are thinking about, okay, how come there's no real output, you can think about like how you can trigger that. So my suggestion is that instead of just like interacting casually with people on Twitter, maybe you can identify some of the people that might need freelance content help. These might not be individual creators, but maybe they are, a small startup and they're trying really hard to grow, but then their blog is quite empty. Then they need your help, right? And then the second thing is that how do you trigger that the needs in them, which is maybe you can reach out to them and you can offer a piece of advice and say, hey, I read your existing content and this is my advice to upgrade it. Or you can even give them some ideas about like, hey, these are the 3 or 4 more ideas. I did some research and maybe you can write about it. So, you're giving them something first, you're helping them out, and it triggers their mind to think like, oh my God, we do need more content and these are great ideas. So I'm saying that in a way that you don't want to, just do this by pitching yourself and closing a sales, right? That's not my approach and I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend you to approach it like making a friend. You're just genuinely trying to help someone out. If they find it helpful, great. If they don't find it helpful, it's okay as well. And in a way, you're helping them and they might help you back, that kind of thing. It's not about closing a sales. So I feel like if you approach it this way, then you get more output because you're more intentional about creating opportunities for yourself. And this is something that we usually miss on Twitter. Okay, so the first question kind of answered. The second question about whether building your freelance business in public would contradict your thought leadership in content writing. This is a good question. A lot of people are scared because they feel like, oh my God, if I'm vulnerable, if I'm showing my weakness, no one is going to hire me. That's not true, because if you think about it, you can be really good at writing content, but you're new in building a business. So when you're building your freelance business in public, you're essentially sharing your journey. Like, okay, this is how I heard this advice from Kavan. This is how I'm going to try it. And the truth is people hire you to write content. So you can still be really good at that. But people are not hiring you to run your business. So you are new to running a business. That's okay. And a lot of people are scared because they feel like the two are mixed up together. But no, you have to think about like what people want from you. So the key is really to balance it out. Of course, what you don't want to say is like, oh my God, I suck at writing. I have no ideas what to write, right? That would kind of demolish your reputation in content writing. And that's not something you want to do. And my last note is that building public do attract people who are a bit more personal because they follow your journey, they like your personal approach, and they might be thinking, oh, Aruha is so real and open, and I need a content writer anyway. Why not, work with Aruha because she seems like a great person to work with. That is kind of like a side effect of being open and transparent about your journey. So yeah,